Hey there, everybody. I should start saying, hi, guys. Tom Mills here. I don't say that enough. That was kind of Andrea's signature line, and I never, we should get back into that. Ah, so I'm talking to myself. See that? That's Asher. Asher's being my mod from home. He finished his schoolwork, so he's being my mod while I'm traveling. While we're driving, I don't look at my phone that often, and so if there's trolls or something, there'll be someone there to take care of it. And I kind of miss some of your guys' messages, so he's got my account. Maybe I should get a car wash. I'm going to right by the car wash. Not sure if I'll lose service in there. How's everybody doing? I'm in Gillette right now, about 30 miles from home, and I actually got to drive back to Newcastle, which you guys rode with me once before. That's about 45 minutes the opposite direction, so I'm going to be driving about an hour and a half to get to my next job. It is a beautiful day. It was so cold yesterday, and now today it's really nice. You go shopping, how much do you stock up for? Well, the plan was always to keep a certain amount of things in reserve. So we always have, like in hair gel, we always have 3 or 4 things of hair gel for say ready to go. So more than a month's worth. But some things we only go a month at a time because they take up too much space, like paper towels and stuff like that. So it all kind of depends. We shop month to month anyways. Oh, they're closed. The car wash is closed. So I guess I'm not getting a car wash. Wait, are they closed? No, they're not closed. Backing up in the middle of the road. I'm sure that's probably not illegal. I fix the computers here, so I like to go to this car wash. I want to get my car all nice and clean. It's a wreck inside and out. And a water bucket fell in me. What on earth are you saying, Judah? You finished your school yet, Judah Lane? I hope you're still working. How's it going?
Good. How are you doing?
Good. Oh, windows up. Windows up. No, but I'll get back to work. Well, I know it's hard to work when something cool is happening. But you got to finish your work one way or the other. So that's all on you. Good to see you, everybody. I'm looking at the chat now, of course, because I'm not driving. It's not that bad at all right now. It's actually pretty nice. I'm not sure what the temperature is, but I'll bet you it's close to 40, if not above. Hi, everybody. 6 inches of snow yesterday. That's got to be, I don't know what way you are or which way the storm was going, but I'll bet you it's got to be that storm we just got done with. In Pine Haven, which is about, I don't know, 12 miles north of us, they got 32 inches of snow. Pretty crazy. I like to get my windshield wipers clean at the same time by rubbing them back and forth on all the soap that comes down. So I like to leave them going. Yeah, 32 is a lot. I'm not sure how much we actually got, but we it's probably 7 or 8 inches. England, good to see you. I don't know how much you can hear me right now. I can barely hear myself. Yeah, it is amazing. It's fun too. In Wyoming, there's definite breaks with how the terrain is, and you kind of learn where those are all around us. And so we're in a kind of slightly different zone. I don't know if there's mountains or hills or what's doing it, but blizzard in Buffalo. Huh? Wow. All right, done with that. Guess if I'm going home, I don't got to go that way. I can go the way I came. All right, I'm back to not looking at the chat quite as often, but I will glance at it every now and then. So what did we do yesterday? Yesterday was Wednesday. I stayed in the shop all day. We had our Valentine's Day party. I think I kind of talked about that at the Bible study, but we had a Valentine's Day party scheduled for the 14th on Valentine's, but we were all sick and didn't want to get other kids sick who were coming, so they rescheduled it to yesterday. So some of the kids' friends came over and hung out, and they all made Valentines and gave them to each other, and that ended up being really cute and fun. And Grandma Kitty was there, and Amy and Bethany, a couple of friends from the library, homeschool friends we know. So the kids had enjoyed that a lot. I was also in the office all day, so that was kind of nice. Wednesdays are my shop day. The store that we got the credit at, it's just a grocery store, and it's a small local grocery store. It's just very similar to the one where we do our Thursday shopping. So there's no clothes or anything there. But yeah, we're definitely gonna need to use that up. I get gas there whenever I happen to be in the area, but we're gonna have to definitely use that up. I'll just go buy a bunch of groceries there. Yep, it does help when you guys throw the likes on there and may leave comments. And if you haven't subscribed, go ahead and subscribe. I don't always ask for that kind of stuff, and I probably should be. It does help a lot. Once people start liking and subscribing and stuff, they think this is a good video to recommend. They recommend it, and it just really helps the channel. So that's always nice. There's my gratuitous plug. Never feels right to do that. I never plug things. Andrea used to do it. She always felt weird doing it too, but she knew she had to. She took a little course on 30 days to a better YouTube channel, and she did everything that it said. Plug away. Well, thank you. Your milk is 2.79. That's probably right about where ours is. Occasionally I get it on sale for 2.59. A lot of times it's around $3, but it's right in there on the average. Some people keep popping in every now and then and say our milk is below $1 a gallon, and I'm like, what? How can that be? But I suppose milk's pretty perishable. I don't think you really haul it very far, so it must be just a supply and demand thing, is my guess. All right, so there's the freeway or there's the old highway. Old highway is more scenic. Freeway you guys have been on lots of times. Which one should I take? If you tell me quick, I'm about to choose the freeway here. We can take the old highway. But you guys decide which way I drive. Scenic, old, scenic. All right, seems like it's old highway it is. So this right here on the left is the entrance of the interstate, the freeway. And just a little bit down is the old highway. We'll get a better view of the coal mine going by it. This used to be the only road between all the cities. Andrea told me stories when she was growing up and when they started building the freeway. Feel like this is an RPG? That's awesome. It's like a choose your own adventure book. You come up to two different roads. Do you take the old highway or the freeway? This is the old highway. Yeah, Wyoming is the least populated state in the country. So there's only 300,000 people in the whole state. There's never really any traffic here. I'm not sure how the cell service breaks up here. Normally you lose service going on the freeway by the coal mine, but I'll bet you we might not lose it here. It'll be interesting to see. How many jobs do I have today? I saw that one. I have only 3 today, but they were in faraway places. So this is Gillette. I was just at. I had 2 jobs out here. I also today's Thursday, so that's the day that I help the kids get their. I check the school, and it's the start of our school week. So I make sure they set their work for the day, for the whole week, how much work they're going to do in each subject, and check it and make sure they're doing enough. And so I did that this morning, and then I got to Gillette, and what time is it? Not sure what time it is. 2:44. So I'll probably be. It's going to be cutting it close today, and today's Naruto night, so I'm going to make pizza tonight. But I'll probably be cutting things kind of short, close. Only 3 jobs though. I don't see who it is, but Asher should be watching. Oh, I thought you asked it twice. I was like, oh, that's weird. Yeah, that's what these bots will do. So you see people that says, "Hey, I'm a hot chick. Click on my name to chat with me," and then they say something about families or something. So don't ever click on them unless you want to get a virus on your computer or get wrapped up in some Nigerian IRS scam. This is the coal mine from this side. You get to see a little bit better view. That's a coal conveyor. All the coal goes up those big slides, goes up and goes into those boilers there. Not a lot of steam coming out the stack, so that main one's not running today for whatever reason. Hopefully, Asher's staying on top of it. I see people still talking about bots. Maybe there's a, maybe they got it. Maybe they didn't. Hopefully, he did. I think he did probably. Sorry about that. I guess the cell service does still cut out right here. And I apologize. I'm not looking at all the comments, so I'm driving. But I glance over every now and then and check one out. So otherwise, we can just hang out here. So yep, we had a Valentine's party yesterday. Kids almost got their schoolwork done. Amy's daughter Hadley was they were all snowed in Amy's house. They lived kind of out in the country. That's where you may have watched the vlog recently where Andrea was watching the Nerf war. That's Amy's house, and they were snowed in. So she spent the night at Bethany's house, and so Justus and Eden both stayed there too on Tuesday. So Thomas is at work today. This person is stopping for some reason. Oh, they're turning. What sort of work opportunities exist around there? Well, this is a they say it's energy capital of the United States. I'm not sure how accurate it is or not. It very well may be. I think a good portion of the coal that comes from the United States comes from here, and there's coal and oil and methane and natural gas, a bunch of that stuff here. And so there's a lot of coal mines, and they're really good jobs. They pay a lot, and you don't need to have any real education to go there. It's been a few years, but Campbell County, which is where Gillette is, had the highest pay rate for teachers in the nation. Here, it's been 5 years since I heard that stat. I don't know how accurate it is now, but it was. So it was a kind of a nice place to be, that a little higher income than on the average. It's the guy who was just in front of me. Seems like the same car turning. Any weekend plans? So my plan, Saturday's always been traditionally our honeydew day. That's the day Andrea tells me to do projects, and I build stuff or work on stuff. And it's been much less of that lately and more kind of catch up on the laundry, catch up on the cleaning, catch up on things that need to get done that present themselves. Last weekend we did the girls' room. Girls had way too many toys, way too many blankets, and all kinds of stuff. And so we went through there and spent the whole day cleaning their room. My car is suffering. So my car's a wreck inside. Got junk all over from magic nights and late night pizza runs with the boys on Friday nights. And it hasn't been done in a long time. There's a kid I know who does detailing. So I messaged him, but he hasn't messaged me back. So I'm kind of thinking I'm going to kind of do sort of some detailing on my own car on Saturday. Judah's really wanting to get some more steel and some rivets for his armor, and he's been really hurting for him. So I'm going to take him to town, to Gillette, and we'll go buy some rivets and maybe we'll look at some steel for him and get some stuff, some brushes and cleaning stuff for cleaning my car out. I had a neat little mini shop vac that took a dive on me here a few months ago, and I want to get another one of those so I can vacuum it out and stuff, but that's probably what we'll be doing. I know it's weird, but that was one of the first things. I saw something about a blue sky when I was living in California and driving around. I never noticed, but I kept riding out here, and I think, man, why is it when I look through my windshield, it's pretty much like 75% sky and 25% ground and road. And I thought, why does the sky look so large here? It's strange. But then I realized in California, you don't really see the sky. You literally got to look straight up to see the sky. It's just because there's so many tall buildings and hills and everything that you don't see much of the sky. And so the sky stands out. The sky looks super blue here, and it is. There's no smog or anything, but you see a lot more of the sky. I think it's really good for you emotionally. I think if you don't see the sky very often, I think it makes you depressed. Yeah, Montana they call big sky country. I think it's because of the same reasoning. It's a lot of flat ground. And so you see those clouds over there? Those clouds are amazingly far away. I don't know how if you can see them or not, but you can see for a long ways. How's the bathroom modeling going? Well, it's just kind of in a holding pattern. Everything's been relying, actually, the entire time, the last 15 years, has been relying on the plumbing situation in our house. The house is old from the 40s, and it's got cast iron pipes. And so that's been needing to be redone before we can do anything. So we did have, I had a guy come out who's going to be doing some of the pipes change and put the pipes in right for the bathroom down there. And he wanted to make sure there was no tree roots in the way of the pipes, which tends to happen a lot around here, I guess. So I had Roto-Rooter come out and use their little camera, and they checked it all out and said it was fine. So next step was him to start doing the work, and they're pretty busy. He's a friend of mine and a customer, so I really want to use him. And and so he told me, he put me on his list. He said sometime in February. Here, February's pretty much gone, so maybe March. Sometime he'll call me and they'll start going to town. This is a small little town. If you blink your eyes, you'll miss it. That's why the speed limit changes on the old highway here. Goes down back to 40 from 70. There's a school up here on the right. This is where Grandma Kitty taught first and second grade for quite a while. That's where she retired from. Population 25. How many cities do you see like that where you live? This is Rosette. You ever wonder how they get us to talk about viruses every year? Whether it's coronavirus, H1N1, swine flu, SARS, Ebola. How is it that different viruses have become the main topic of conversation? Uh, I don't think it's an accident. Not that it's not a serious threat or whatever. I don't know if it is or it isn't. Media distraction, I tend to lean that way. I tend to lean that way. I think they want us to need them. There's probably not a reason to need them these days. I'm not saying it's not a threat. I don't know if it's a threat. I've never met anybody who has coronavirus or heard of anybody who has coronavirus. I assume they're saying things that are happening, and I feel really bad for all the people that do have it. It's a terrible thing. But every year, the flu kills more people than all these other weird viruses put together. But you don't hear big stories about the flu all the time. Before we had such prevalent scientific discoveries, it was just people got sick, people died. Part of me thinks it would have been better that way, knowing, there's a verse in the Bible that says, with much knowledge come much sorrow. The more knowledge, the more grief. And I think that's absolutely accurate. The more you know, the more there is to be sad about. Before we had a name for something, it was just Bob died. Now it's Bob died from Ebola. Oh my gosh, it's terrible. Let's all be scared. I don't know. We're all going to die from something. If anything, I've known that my whole life, and of course, Andrea dying has only punctuated that to me. Live your life not afraid of anything. One of the things that I thought about putting on her tombstone is here lies somebody who was not afraid. That's what she was. She was never afraid. She was never afraid to have a big family, to homeschool, to home business, anything. She wasn't afraid of questioning things. She wasn't afraid of anything. I don't want to be afraid of anything either. I don't really want to talk about coronavirus. I don't know why I addressed it, but all I can say is every season it's something. I remember when the swine flu was all we talked about for months. I remember when Ebola. We've been through, and it'll be one of those in the world that never. We went. Oh yeah, MRS. Why do I keep talking about it? I just said I don't want to talk about it, and I keep talking about it. I guess that's my fault. But we have, if you've been watching our channel for any length of time, you know we're not panickers. I mean, I tend to be a panicker, but not on a macro scale, more on a micro scale. I panic about little things, not the big things. Andrea didn't panic about anything. There's that one in Friends where Chandler would tell Monica, Monica would tell him, Chandler, you're panicking. And Chandler says, yes, join me, won't you? And Andrea would say that to me all the time. She would say, join me, won't you? And of course, I would laugh and / be angry. Well, thank you about the birthdays. They worked out. It's hard to live up to Andrea's birthdays. but I still use her formula. Have a craft, have a game, have presents, have a party, have a theme. Yeah, we got some time. Hannah's birthday is next. I think I'll be a little emotional for that one. Like right now, people always ask me, what ages are your kids? And I say, my youngest is 1 and my oldest is 18. And they're always like, wow. And I kind of like that, wow. Now I'll have a 2 to 18, which is still fine. But she's a 1-year-old little girl, a little baby. And it makes me sad that she won't be 1 anymore. Yeah, I think we decided that chocolate ball that Hannah found. I think we decided it was a Hershey Kiss, one of those Christmas Hershey Kisses. Somebody gave one of the kids one of those giant Hershey Kisses, and we don't even know where it came from. Apparently, she found it. What is Hannah into these days? Mostly trouble. She's a cutie. She knows she's got Asher and Daddy wrapped around her finger. She's super cute and super smart, asking for things. Yeah, the piano's pretty cute. She loves the piano that's in there. Sometimes she tries to do adult things whenever she's cute. Like tries to put a diaper on her dolls or different things. Oh, I guess I do got to think of a birthday theme for her. Andrea always liked the little young birthdays because she could pick the theme. Picking a theme is going to make me emotional. I know it. Baby Shark. Oh my gosh. You know she'd love the crud out of Baby Shark birthday, but I don't know if I could stomach that. We already do have a game that's Baby Shark. I guarantee you the Baby Shark hype is all real right now. I could probably find Baby Shark party favors and Baby Shark deodorant and toothpaste, all kinds of nonsense. It might not be a bad idea. She would know what it was. Yeah, the Johnny Johnny thing. That's cute too. Dad, please no. But see, she would recognize it. Of all the themes in the world, she would recognize. There's a book we have, Gilbert in Deep. It's a book about. It's a story about sharks, has nothing to do with baby shark, but every page is a different baby shark. She'll look at one page and say, Daddy shark, do, 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 do. She'll turn the page, say, Mommy shark, do, do, do. It's super cute. So now we're coming back up on Moorcroft again. This is back home, but we'll be passing through. Kind of need to get the mail. You guys want to go with me to get the mail? Another choose your own adventure RPG style. Do we go through and get the mail, or do I go straight through to my next job, get the mail later? Okay, well, there's a lot of get the mails, so I'm assuming that's their choice. All right, done deal. We'll get the mail. Yeah, probably bills. Don't you love little envelopes with little windows on them? She was. You worked at the post office for 32 years. You want to see, huh? Oh, yeah. The ladies that are postmasters, close to it. Your bills are almost all online. I've been switching to that. I've been trying to do most of my stuff to auto pay just because I'm a guy and I can't keep my life straight. So just having stuff taken right out of my account is great. The kids, they just choose whatever they want to choose. When they're too little, then we choose. They only get themed parties until they're 12. After that, there's no more. I didn't. It didn't hit me until after the party that Justus said, "Dad, that was. I just realized that was my last themed birthday party. Next year I won't have one." I was like, "Oh yeah, that's so sad and true. I mean, wish I had done a better job. I did the best." There's the grocery store on the right that we go to on Thursdays, which you'll actually today's Thursday, isn't it? We'll probably be live streaming that a little bit later here too. Until 14? No, no. Me and Andrea made a big deal about the rite of passage to becoming a teenager and expecting more responsibility and becoming an adult and all that stuff. And so we're going to continue that. But I do understand the wistfulness of wanting to be able to continue doing it. I'm probably not going to see many comments when I'm walking like this. So keep that. Trading. Let me all look through there for just go. Oh, looks like there's some mail from International Mail. I can always tell International Mail when I see it. That's Ireland. Something from Amazon. So we have a P.O. box because the post office doesn't deliver door to door here. They don't deliver. So because they don't deliver, they give us a P.O. box, which I like having a P.O. box. It does stink not to be able to go out to the street and just get mail out of the mailbox, but it's nice having a P.O. box. Another I-9 from one of my customers, and a payment for some computer work, and then advertisements. Not much today. Now where are we headed? Well, I got to get to Newcastle. I've got a customer out there who's sick and tired of their Wi-Fi disconnecting. So we're going to switch them from Wi-Fi to a wired connection. So I got to run a bunch of wire through the ceiling and that sort of a thing. All the kids kind of got a late start today. Well, all except for Asher. Asher always gets an early start. But it's amazing how just a little bit late, I mean, if everybody got up an hour earlier, the day would go so much smoother. So I'm trying to figure out a system that I can make that happen. We have times they're supposed to wake up and all that sort of a thing, but it doesn't get enforced really good. / teenagers are hard to wake up. So if I don't get up and wake them up, a lot of times they don't get up. I once invested in a siren, ended up breaking down. But they have these alarms that are ridiculously loud. I thought about getting one of those, like a fire alarm style. Make it hard to sleep, but I'll figure out one of these days. Oh yeah, Judah was up late last night playing. That road, so just hang in there. Still got to go to Newcastle, so it's another 45 minutes or so. I hate having to go west to east, but I don't do it that often. Most of the time, I go east one day, west another day, north another day, south another day. But occasionally, I have to do jobs like this. I have less and less time to schedule. Wednesdays, I'm in the shop day, and now Thursdays, at least during the first half of the day, I'm with the kids. And so it leaves less time. It becomes harder to do. This lady I meant to go see yesterday, but I didn't get done in time. So I went east yesterday. I go east yesterday and today, which isn't ideal. Of the time, it might make me a little late when I get home, but I need to get her taken care of. Well, thank you. I'm glad you guys like these lives. I like them. I like being able to talk. It's one of those things that, not having Andrea around, I would just tell her stupid things in my life, and it's nice to just talk. And plus, they're good for the channel. People seem to like them, and a lot of people enjoy seeing Wyoming for some reason. They're like, I guess this is different than a lot of places. So sometimes you might need to close your browser all the way out rather than just refreshing. If when it breaks up, sometimes it doesn't come back right away. I apologize. But don't announce you're going AFK, just go AFK. About that, that was an awful long time to be down. I'm not sure why the service cut out that long. Yeah, I pulled over. I was going to show you guys Devil's Tower, but apparently there's no service right where I pulled over, which caused it to really buffer a long time. I apologize. Did I cause drama? Oh no, Tom pulled over. Maybe he's dead. Sorry about that. I was okay. Sorry about that. Cut out again. 60 inches in New York. Sorry about that. Welcome to Wyoming. No, I'm on the family account, streaming from Mills family, and Asher's on my account, the Tom Mills account. So that isn't me. I'm not moderating. That wouldn't be safe. Asher's taking care of those things, and I'm barely looking at chat. So I don't know if you can see the black off to the left-hand side. Those are all trees. That's kind of the start of kind of the Black Hills. How far are we from Yellowstone? It's on the other side of the state, pretty much. And Wyoming's pretty big. You must have unlimited data. Only recently. Doing the lives definitely uses up some data. So I recently got unlimited data. some reason, when there's a quick interruption in the service, the video will quit, but I still get chat. I still see that coming up. So again, I apologize for the buffering. People who watch it on the replay, you don't see it. It just seems to go straight through. It just jumps ahead a little bit. And so they probably think, stop apologizing for the delay. I don't see any delay. Whew. Thank you. Yep, it is pizza and the mini shopping trip. I forgot about that. Yep, tonight will be. It's funny. Claudia loves Daddy's pizza. It makes me feel great. Every time she always says, "Daddy, what are you making?" And I say pizza. She says, "Yay!" Last night we had pizza for dinner. We ordered out pizza because it was convenient. And I said, "You want some pizza?" No, blah. So she only likes Daddy's pizza, which makes me feel great. How can I drive and chat at the same time? Well, I don't. I'm just driving. Occasionally I glance over at little chat bubbles that pop up. But I don't do any chatting. If you see another Tom Mills chatting, it's not me. It's my son. This part of the road's really bumpy. Sorry about that. Sorry about that. I told you it was a bumpy road. Bumped it right out of my holder. You guys had some excitement. Good to see you guys. Ask the kids to clean your car. I probably could. Might make a good service project even for them. They're always looking for service projects to do. But I really want to, besides just cleaning it, the cleaning won't take that long. I want to really scrub, get a toothbrush, and really scrub everything out, make it nice and clean. Oh, we're coming back into Upton here. This is the greatest town on earth. Oh, I missed the water tower. Maybe you saw it. Apparently it's car cleaning day, huh? Oh, okay. The water tower was there, so. I do like this place. There's certain advantages to living in the least populated state in the nation. Definite advantages. Nah, I'm not worried about it. The winter scares people away. So, ooh, I kind of want a donut. They have any of the donuts. Should I stop? Should I stop? Okay, I'm gonna stop and get a donut. This place here is the guy that owns this place. This grocery store is also the guy who, his name is Jim Deal, and he's actually the guy that started Deals in Moorcroft. He's since sold it, but this one is still his, and they make homemade donuts here at this location, and they're super good. Usually by this time of day, though, there's no good donuts left, slash any donuts left. But I always think because they're really good, so I'm gonna stop by and get one if they got them. Well, there's some. I don't ever have any coconut ones. Those are the ones I always like to get. Well, they're pretty cleaned out. No, I don't usually buy much of anything here, except for donuts. Okay, you guys choose. Which one should I get? I don't mind any of those. You guys will. I need to figure out how to do. Okay. What do you think? Sprinkles, white chocolate drizzle, far right back, sprinkles for the girls. I'm just getting one for me. Not even that many there. I couldn't get one for everybody. Plain sprinkles. Cronuts. They have cronuts. I don't want a cronut though. Sprinkles. I think sprinkles probably are the biggest ones. I've had a couple way in the back. White chocolate drizzle. It seems to be a between the white chocolate drizzle and the sprinkles. This is all the donuts they have. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Literally only 8 donuts. If I don't have enough for all the kids, that would just be cruel. Hey, buddy. Guess so. Thank you. One donut. Just one. 75 cents. I don't think I got it. Maybe I got $1 in here though. No, thank you. Thank you. You too. All right, I'm carb loaded. I haven't looked at the chat, but I imagine you guys are all arguing about nutrition now. That's usually what happens. Boy, it's starting to really melt out here. Check your beard for sprinkles before you go home. And you know it. That's a thing. Beards are just a crumb catcher. I keep water in the car with me. I always bring some of my distilled water, leave it in the car. But these days I can only drink what's not frozen, so whatever the thaw is for the day. I got a couple drinks in here. Oh, I wasn't sure if you guys were saying 79 cents was expensive or cheap. You generally don't get super cheap stuff in small towns. You're paying for convenience. Generally, I don't like grocery store donuts. I don't know why. They're just cheap and lame. This particular grocery store has very good donuts. Of all the donut places I know of in the area, it's the second best donut place. Well, next only to the bakery we normally go to in Gillette. We're still in Wyoming. Would a little hotspot work in your car? Well, no different than my phone. It would work in the car, but it would still lose service at the same times. You could put on a about that. Still driving. That's exactly right. It's a long trip. I did stop and got a donut though. Well, enjoy the green. You're about to lose it again. This is a nice little path of forest, part of the Black Hills. It kind of goes, if you followed it up, you get to my mom's house. She lives in the same swath. But we're about to pass through this forest, and it'll be back to Wyoming flatland again. Our families, you guys probably know, you watch our channel, I suppose, but we like chocolate covered cream filled, Bavarian cream filled, chocolate covered. Long Johns are our favorite. Donuts aren't what they. This is, of all the trips you guys could take where I'd lose service, this is one of the worst. I don't know, maybe I'm back. I don't see any chat, but it says I'm back. Huh. It's weird I don't see any chat, though. But I think we might be getting near the end of the spots where it's quitting. I might have to restart something here because I don't see any chat. Okay, here we go. I got chat. Sorry, I don't know what happened there. Can you guys hear me? /C. There we go. Is it straight all the way to Canada? No, I don't think it is. It depends on where you get there. I wouldn't. I've never really gone there from here, so I think you'd go up through Montana. Back again. Maybe I might just have to sign off. It's really, really bad today. This little town is Osage. We're just passing by out on the left here. I don't know what the population is, but it's not very high. Or possibly if it was buffering. Yep, everything is far from everything in Wyoming. But in reality, the commute times are not that much different. This is a little bit of a stretch. This isn't where I'm driving from the east to the west. But we're about a half from everything, which if you think about it, that's not a terrible commute to, even though I lived in California, it was part of the store. Although it just wasn't that far away. Speed limit is 70 miles per hour. Yeah, the service is all right here. It's going to cut out again if I don't miss my guess in about a minute or two. But then we'll be pretty much set to get to Newcastle. Oh. Well, maybe I'll wrap it up here anyways. It keeps breaking up and I'm about there anyways. I think I will. I can't believe how long this is live is going already. 80 minutes of driving time. Yippee! Exciting good time of streaming, huh? Let's sit and watch someone drive for an hour and a half. All right, I think I will sign off. I will be doing a live tonight. We'll be just for briefly while we kids do the shopping, and I finally got my hotspot working. That's why last week it didn't work very good because I got a new phone, a new plan, and everything, and it didn't update my